My name is Kim Atkins and I'm the owner and designer of Kim Atkins Jewellery. We make jewellery predominantly, but it's transitioned into kind of a social enterprise, looking at the value of the work of the people that work for me, to add value to that aspect of being a jeweler. On a day-to-day basis, what don't I do? I do all the design work as well as look after. I work predominantly with students that need work to help them study, in the sense that they need food and transport money. So I work with students, and then all of the allied things, the social media, the overall marketing of the business, that at the moment all rests on my shoulders. I do have a social media person that does that, but the decision making ultimately rests with me. How did I get to where I am is an interesting question. There's been lots of people that have kind of added value along the way. I've won courses. At the moment I have a Sherry Blair mentorship, which has been really awesome. I'm into my second year. That Sherry Blair runs a foundation for women, and I've had a mentorship that I completed last year, and I'm currently have a second mentor. But it's certainly added value, and that really transitioned my business from a hobby into a business. A lot of my inspiration comes from a personal faith. A lot of my drive to make a difference for people comes from a personal confessional faith. The difference between men and women in business, I think their approach differs. I think men have a much more bottom line, goal directed, money orientated focus, whereas women, I think, often are more about the people and getting the best out of the people that work for us. I think ultimately both are necessary. I am happy where I stand at the moment, but if truth be known, I want to change the world. When I was growing up, my dad sent me off to his HR manager, and all that came back was that I was naive and idealistic. But I think now I am more focused on making a difference, particularly in the jewelry industry. I saw many issues and many hopeless stories, and felt like I could make a difference in that area, providing hope and providing real change. The issue that I saw is that there's almost a parallel economy, that there are those that have an advantage, that can move into their dreams and what they aspire to, and there are those that never actually can even aspire to changing. And the thing that I saw, that I could provide a hope and a transition from a subsistence economy, even in somebody that is skilled, to move and to have aspirations for the future, where they could provide for their family, educate their children, all of those things. Work-life balance, well, predominantly when my children are away studying, I can focus very much on my job. My husband is very absent-minded professor-ish, so I don't know that there is, in a sense, in some ways, and yet again I have a confessional faith, so I do try to compartmentalize things, otherwise work becomes all-consuming. I think in some ways there is a balance, but because I'm so close to the people that work for me, sometimes the need becomes very real, and I have to take a step back in terms of guarding my own heart and not get pulled too much into the stories. Advice to a younger self is that don't be conformed by what other people think of you, or what is not possible. Where I look where I started in this business and where it is now, I think all things are possible if you dream. Yeah, I think whatever you can dream becomes possible if you actually work at it hard enough.